buff, 33% additional damage. No fucking dude, no skill, no passive skill would ever give you a 33% additional damage, bro. Hell no. This game is broken. What's that? Solo leveling? Episode 10? Yeah, I'm up. Okay. Once again, greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Solo Leveling, Episode 10. It seems like me being late on solo leveling has become the norm at this point. I'm not gonna lie, solo leveling kind of, airs at a bad time for me, normally. The point is, we have returned once again to watch some random guy leveling up and killing some dudes, probably. And some monsters and doing some dungeons and just, leveling up and shit. It is what it is. We're basically watching someone play an MMO. I mean, let's be honest here, right? That's pretty much what it is. We're just watching someone play an MMO. But if the MMO was real, in the real world. But, recap time. Last episode, our main character, Jinwoo, ended up killing yet another human in another altercation. Now, granted, he was doing it to protect the rest of the group, I guess, what's left of them. Basically, the guy that he ended up killing was a lot stronger than the previous guys, and actually kind of presented a challenge, which we haven't really seen yet. But our main character, our main boy, still took him down, no problem, being all badass and shit, He also mentioned something about losing emotions. Now, last time I thought, I just attributed the losing of emotions to him getting powers, which I think would happen to anyone. Like, once you start getting some sort of, overwhelming power, to the point where you're more powerful than others to an insane degree, I think you'd automatically start to value human life less because it's so easy to take it away from other people now. I would say a lot of the time, it's not just laws that keep people from killing each other, it's also the fact that it's not that simple, usually, in many cases. Basically what I'm saying is, if someone had the power to just snap their fingers, just like that, and all their enemies are dead, or people that they don't like are just erased from existence, 100% people would do that. 100%. It's not even a question. And so yeah, our main character, our main boy, Jinwoo, just keeps losing his emotions, I guess, slowly but surely. The more powerful he becomes, the more emotions he loses. I think they've made it pretty clear that it's more than just the gradual, gaining of power that just kind of naturally makes him more indifferent. And I think they've made it clear that, there's more to it, the power is legitimately, negating his emotions or taking away his emotion, I think. They bring too much focus on that for it to be anything else. Regardless, why don't we just get right into it, shall we? Also, if it wasn't clear by the intro, I'm way past my bedtime, okay? I've been up for 18 hours at this point, probably more. I am dead tired, and I will probably go to sleep after recording this. Well, I say go to sleep, but let's be honest, I'm going to just pass out. Now, it may seem like I have all the energy in the world, but I assure you, it is not the case. Alright, let's get into it, shall we? Oh yeah. Jinwoo-san.
経験から受ける影響は人それぞれです。
そうですよね。私はハンターの仕事をするには臆病すぎるみたいです。克服しようとはしましたが、うまくいきません。本当なら A 級や B 級、せめて C 級レイドに参加するべきなのに、わざと D 級や E 級のレイドに参加してきました。そこでジヌさんと知り合って、気づけばいい。
Oh, okay. I was wondering how they met.
だけどジヌさんは
That is not the same person, by the way. Let's be honest. Can we all agree that, like, there's no way that guy is this guy, right? Like, when it comes to physical appearance.
まさか
I mean, I get it, you know, like, that's the whole point. That he's changed so much. You know, him putting points into strength changes him and stuff.
それじゃあ
But still, you know,
一度食事に誘います
the only thing that's the same is the clothes that he's wearing. And I hope those would change. Okay. I mean, that exchange wasn't too bad. I was a little bit afraid of her being like, "Oh my God, Jinwoo, I love you. Ooh, I'm a typical,
どういう
you know, Orihime from Bleach." I hate that shit, by the way.
ファンドン族の弟であるファンドンスハンターがあなたたちを狙っているかもしれない。
S 級ハンターのファンドンスが俺のこと。
はい。中で何があったかなんて関係ありません。重要なのはファンドン族が死に、あなたがあそこから生きて帰ってきたということ。相手が S 級ともなると、法なんかでは制御できません。彼らは奇跡であると同時に災害にも似た存在ですから。怪物たちですら恐れる怪物があなたたちを狙っているかもしれないということです。
Well, that's not good.
強くならなければいけない理由がもう一つ増えた。強くならないと生き抜くことなんかできない。
Let's get it!
ジンホ、これって何の集まり？
何の集まりって決まってるじゃないですか。うちの攻撃隊です。ハンターの資格はあるけど、事情があって活動できない人たちや生活に困っている人を優先的に集めてみました。
That's the girl. I figured, you know, they would. I figured that girl would come into play, the sister's friend or whatever, because like they had way too many like close-up camera shots of her face in previous episodes. The couple of times that she showed up, I figured, you know, she was gonna be 100% more important than the show actually made it out to be.
C 級ゲートには最低8人必要ですから。
なあ、子供が紛れ込んでるけど。
一応未成年者でも覚醒していれば法的に問題はありません。
ちょっと。失礼じゃないですか。私もれっきとしたハンターなんですけど。
でも高校生だろ。レイド経験は。
おりません。
ランクは E 級。
だから何ですか。
まあいい。どうせ外で待っててもらうだ。
それに外で待ってるだけで300万って。はい。レイド1回につき300万。戦わずにもらえるなんて美味しいでしょ。ただし、口外禁止です。漏洩が発覚した場合は、契約通り、報酬金額の10倍を支払っていただきます。
カンテシクを倒して手に入れた隠密のルーン石。早速使ってみるか。
Whoa, 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 whoa. The stealth runestone that I got by beating that guy. Runestone. You may obtain the skill, by crushing the stone. The skill. Stealth. The stealth skill, I guess. You would think it would be a stealth skill or something, but like the skill. Does that mean that he just gets the power that that guy had? To like, you know, completely like, what was it, like, disappear from people's senses or something? What the f... Jesus, bro.
兄貴と僕、2人でダンジョンを回るんですから。
I'm not gonna lie, like, I mean, as cool as that armor is, right? If we're talking about, if we're talking about modern day people making equipment from this material, this rare material that they get from these dungeons, right? There is no fucking way they would be making some sort of ornamental heavy armor from the Middle Ages. Hell no, they would be making like Kevlar and stuff like that. There's no way they would be making shit like that. But I mean, whatever, bro. Whatever. I mean, it looks cool, I suppose, but it is what it is. Also, what the fuck does stealth mean, huh? You know, like, I can agree that that guy, right, that we fought last episode, had a stealth skill, right? His skill would be considered a stealth skill, but in reality, it was not the stealth skill, right? Like, it was a stealth skill, sure. It was something that you would consider as a stealth skill, sure. Would you call that the stealth skill? What part of his skill was stealth, exactly? I feel like they're just being very vague about this. The stealth skill. What does that mean? What does it do? I'm guessing he's just getting the same power that that guy had. Does that mean that he's gonna basically get these rune stones? And I'm not gonna lie, honestly, I think this rune stone thing a little bit bullshit, not gonna lie, right? I feel like it's just one of those things like, oh, now he has the copy power, right? Where he can just take other people's powers. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. I feel like I was kind of enjoying him just getting overpowered in his own way rather than just taking other people's powers and then using those. I don't know. Like imagine you're playing like a D&D game and every ability that you have is like just copied from other people, instead of your own class having innate abilities that you unlock as you level up. I've never played D&D, but I've played games that kind of are similar or borrow things from D&D, right? So I'm pretty sure that there are skills, like level up, like traits or skills or something, where you can take spells or skills from other classes of your choice. Right, like stuff like that. Now imagine like the majority of times when you level up, you're just taking someone else's skill. Not really getting your own stuff, but rather just like copying someone else's. You know, I feel like that kind of, I don't know, it's not my cup of tea. I feel like having just original skills, having the main character get his own overpowered skills, that's a lot more interesting in my opinion. And I definitely hope that they don't do the basic thing that a lot of other anime do with overpowered characters, where they like copy someone's ability and then they end up just constantly using the same ability over and over and over and over and over and over. One of my most like hated tropes, I don't know if you'd call it a trope, but like the favorite ability, when an overpowered character just keeps using the same ability over and over and over. Like, I get it. You can say that it's the character's favorite ability, or they feel like it's the most useful ability, but come on, bro. You know, it just gets annoying. It gets boring and repetitive when the character just constantly uses the same power.
C 級レイドを D 級と E 級の2人でだとケツの青いガキどもが世の中舐め腐ってやがる。
Yeah, classic. No faith, bro. You have no faith.
どれくらい経った ?1 時間ぐらいだろう。普通の攻撃隊でも2時間以上かかる。まだまだか。
逃げてきたか。運のいい野郎どもだ。
違う、逃げてきたんじゃない。ゲートが閉じ始めた。
嘘だろ。ボスを倒せたのか。
次のゲートはどこ？ここから1時間ほどかかります。わかった。先を急ぐ。皆さん、移動しますよ。今日は3カ所回ります。1日に900万稼ぐチャンスですよ。行かないんですか？
こいつら、一体何が。
Surprised. Of course they're surprised. There he goes. What is this? What is this music, bro? We're just montaging through now? Alright, he's leveling up quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie, I've completely lost track of what level he is. I'm sure they'll show us at some point.
こんなスキルも隠し持ってたのか。兄貴、また強くなったような。
隠密スキル。入手経路は気に入らないが、やはり優秀なスキルだ。姿を消して戦えるのは効率がいい。疾走スキルのレベルが上がったか。新スキル。上級探検術と急所スキル。なかなか使えるじゃん。
Okay, so here they're kind of doing what I said I hoped they would do, where, you know, he actually has his own skills, but we're kind of running into the same problem that I have with a lot of the game-like anime, where, except for one, I guess, which was the spider isekai. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. The spider isekai, right? Maybe that one and some other ones. But my point is that the fact that he doesn't choose his own skills. I get that when you have a class and stuff and you level up, you don't often get a choice. Maybe you just unlock like your class abilities. But at the same time, whenever they do that in anime, oftentimes, and maybe they won't fall into this trap, but oftentimes, whenever the main character is leveling up or whatever, they'll just kind of end up, every time the main character levels up, he like gets a new ability, new title. New title this, new title that. Ooh, werewolf killer, werewolf slayer. 50% more damage to werewolves. Or whatever the fuck these things are. They end up just throwing a bunch of skills at the main character that they'll use once, and then they'll never use it again. You end up just bloating the game mechanics, right? The portrayal of the game mechanics. You see, exactly. This is kind of what I'm talking about, right? When we have just a couple of skills that we know that the main character has and can use, there's more strategy involved in how he fights and how he defeats his enemies. But when he just ends up getting all these like, advanced dagger wielding, level 1, level 2, level 3, buff, 33% additional damage, no fucking... Dude, no skill, no passive skill would ever give you a 33% additional damage, bro. Hell no. This game is broken. Like active skill, fatal strike, active skill, stealth, buff, temporarily erases appearance traces, blah blah blah. Like 200 MP. How much MP does he have? We don't know, right? They do a bunch of these like game mechanics, right? They kind of throw that in your face. They just kind of like, oh yeah, I leveled up a bunch of times, I got a bunch of new skills, and they just kind of don't explain anything. They just kind of wave the explanations away by just saying, oh yeah, a bunch of skills, yeah. Just trust me, bro. Did he ever figure out what intellect did?
今の俺の力は B 級以上 A 級未満といったところ。このままあのダンジョンに挑んでも大丈夫なのか。プレイヤーが要求レベルに到達しました。転職クエスト
For those people who don't know, which I'm sure everybody knows, the jobs usually in RPGs are like subclasses, usually. But most of the time they're called subclasses.
1億5000万 C 級ゲートの参加許可のために1億5000万も使った奴らがいるのか。
はい。最近 C 級ゲートが発生するたびに相場の倍以上で落札していく攻撃隊がいて。
リーダーはユジンホ聞いたことない名前だな。
Ooh. Yeah, I did think about this. If the gates are like cataloged by the government or whatever, and then now all of a sudden there's this, they're like doing like three to four like dungeons in the same day without any like casualties, people will start thinking, huh, what the fuck is going on? Who the fuck is, who is the strike team that is just going through C-class dungeons?
ボンボンのおふざけにしては度が過ぎている。 損じぬ EQ?
はい。メンバーも全員予想
Oh,
どういうつもりな
interesting. So the entire roster is on the
の
page.
か。
That's interesting.
この損じぬって名前。
That's actually, I'm surprised they fell for this. Or like, I'm surprised they made such an obvious mistake. If you're clearing dungeons so often, so easily, so quickly, with like multiple dungeons in a day, every day, and these facts are like publicized to anybody, and your entire roster is shown on the documents, anybody who looks at that might come to the conclusion that something is fucky.
確かこの前の20ダンジョン事件でも。匂う。これは匂うぞ。
すみません、遅れました。
いや、全然。
予定よりも早いですよ。
思ってたよりもマナ鉱石の回収に手間取っちゃって。さあ、行きましょう。
疲れてるでしょう。運転変わりましょうか。え、何もしてないと暇で。損じるハンターが再覚醒者？
ああ、そうだ。
何か根拠は？
孫ハンターは3度も大惨事に遭遇したのに。
Thank you, thank you. I told you. This is exactly what I was saying last episode. Dude has survived 3 major disasters and survived every time when people stronger than him supposedly have not. What are the odds, right? What are the odds? Someone's bound to start noticing something.
遭遇したのに無事だった。1つ目は20ダンジョン。2つ目はファンドンソク攻撃隊全滅事件。3つ目は監視下ハンターによる服役囚殺害事件。どれも参加者のほとんどが亡くなったというのに、彼は生き残った。再覚醒者じゃなければ説明がつかないだろう。
Not the only explanation, but you're not. It's not a complete stretch to come to that conclusion.
新人をスカウトしに行くんだ。
So who is this guy?
なんだ、まるで遠足じゃないか。
おじさん。ここ、立ち入り禁止区域ですけど。
ああ、ごめんごめん。ハンターのような人たちが集まっていたからつい気になって。
それゲートでしょ？君こそ近くにいて大丈夫？
子供扱いしないでください。私もハンターです。
え？それじゃまさか君もこの攻撃隊に？
はい。
え？でも
ソンハンター、攻撃隊を置いて自分たちだけで潜ったのか。私の
I'm surprised they're so careless, bro. I'm surprised they're so careless. She definitely should not have said that. Is it her fault? Not really. They definitely should have. Then again, every person that they get involved has to they have to pay and sign NDAs and stuff. Still, they should have at least 1 or 2 people hired to keep people away. In case shit like this happens. 100% they should not be having a fucking picnic. And even if that is the case, even if they do have a picnic, they should not say that they are part of the hunter team, because obviously if you're part of the hunter team you should be inside the gate technically, right? So this, I mean, huge mistake.
久しぶりの大物。いや、超大物だ。そうか、邪魔して悪かったね。それじゃあ気をつけて。
もう行くんすか、課長？
明日の予定ってどんな感じ？休養を思い出したんだけど、休めないかな。
明日ですか？ゲートの予約はしてありますが、キャンセルしておきますか？
そこまでする必要ないだろ。金がもったいない。じゃあ、とりあえず保留にしておいてくれ。
わかりました。お待たせしました、皆さん。さあ、次へ行きましょう。
What the fuck? Things took a turn all of a sudden. Who the fuck is you? Well, yeah, you're bound to have some bad sleep when you're just sitting in your chair and sleeping. Ah, yes, Juju Island.
突然申し訳ございません、孫ハンター。はじめまして、白虎ギルド第二管理課のアン・サンミンと申します。改めて説明する必要もないでしょうが、我々白虎ギルドはこの国におけるトップレベルのギルドです。ですが優秀な人材は常に必要としています。担当直入に申し上げましょう。友人建設の2倍をお約束いたしますので、白虎ギルドに来ていただけませんか？条件面に関しても孫ハンターのご希望に添えるようにいたします。どうだ、ついこ。
The thing here is, I hope Jinwoo understands that this guy already knows, or at least heavily suspects that he is stronger than he lets on. Because, I mean, why would he be recruiting him? Why would he be recruiting an E-rank hunter? It's pretty obvious that he suspects, and he approached them and already knew his name. Like, come on, right?
白虎ギルドのビルって一体いくらなんですか？
はい、あ、だいたい500億ほどでしょうか。
ってことは、それをくださるってことですかね？
と申しますと、300億！
友人建設が報酬として提示してきたのは300億のビルです。その2倍とおっしゃったので、500億のビルをいただけるのかと思いましたが、信じられないのでしたら、ここに証拠もあります。
しかし、それは、そこまでの額になりますと、私一人では、上の人間と話し合ってから。
それじゃあ、お話は以上ですね。そうだ、それより、僕のことは誰からお聞きになったんですか？まさか、隠れて調べたんじゃないでしょうね。
All right, he's making low-key threats.
これは隠密スキル。隠密まで持つ再覚醒者だったのか。無断で調査したことは申し訳ありません。ですが悪気があったわけではないのです。
振り返らないで。
ゲートの売買交渉をしようと買い占めた人物を調べていくうちに孫ハンターのことを知りました。
僕のことを知っている人は他にどれくらいいます？
私と部下の一人だけです。
He's not gonna kill him, is he?
僕の噂が聞こえてくれば、アンさんたちを真っ先に疑うことになるでしょう。
形式上ギルド長に報告する義務がありますが、私も死にたくはありません。部下にもしっかり口止めしておきます。
ありがとうございます。うちが C 級を独占しご迷惑をおかけしていたんですね。でも申し訳ありませんが、しばらくは続けるつもりです。それなら取引をしませんか？
I mean, a hell of a way to threaten someone.
こちらが予約している C 級ゲートを3つお売りします。これを逃せばしばらく C 級には参加できないとお考えください。
まるで煽り文句だな。3億！ C 級ゲートで手に入るマナ鉱石と魔宝石はせいぜい2億相当です。せめて2億まで下げていただけませんでしょうか？いいでしょう。
商談成立です。
それでは3つ譲っていただけるんですね。
はい。
He got played. He got played. He got played by the most basic of basic marketing negotiation skills. Always offer double of what you actually want, because then you can go down to a 50% discount. And they'll be like, oh damn, 50% off? Bro, like, I'm not gonna get a deal like this anytime soon. And then they take it because they think that you're being nice and kind and generous, even though you just lowered the price to what you originally intended to sell it as. Just classic. It's such a basic, negotiating tactic.
傷が消えた。では
こ
こ こまで見せてくださったということは、信頼していただけていると考えてよろしいでしょうか。
秘密を口外しない限りはですけどね。
彼は思っていた以上の大物かもしれないぞ。スカウトに失敗しただけでなく、詐欺にまで遭うとは。なんたる失態。強けりゃ何しても怖かないってか。
No, you're just stupid.
孫ジヌです。隠れて調査されたことをこれで水に流しましょ
う。なるほど、そうきたか。こりゃ私が一本取られたよ。侮れない人だ。
もしかして孫ハンターから？
ああ、今回は一杯食わされたが、孫ハンターの連絡先が手に入ったんだ。今回はこれでよしとしよう。
God, you wanna suck his dick anymore?
転職クエストか。楽しみだ。
What? How is it over already? It like started 2 minutes ago. Bro. What the fuck? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, not much happened in this episode. Like, they just kind of went through some gates, and then he was like leveling up a bunch. We still don't really know his level. Maybe they showed it somewhere, but I definitely didn't see it. This chick, I mean, I don't know. She just seems to be just a... I don't know. I don't know what to make of her. She, for now, just seems to be the sister's friend, I guess. I don't know. I mean, maybe she's stronger than she looks. She did say she was a E rank hunter, so maybe also maybe also a player. No, maybe. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think if she was actually a player, she wouldn't. When he came out of the dungeon the first time, everyone was like super surprised, and so was she. Right now, if she wasn't surprised here, if she wasn't surprised, and she was like, she had a more like serious face, kind of looking at him, being all suspicious, then I would think, okay, she's probably a player as well. But because she's surprised, I don't think she is a player. Because I would have thought, oh, she's here to like, because she's suspicious of her friend's brother, who went through this double dungeon and then came back and now is like very different, stronger even, right? So she's kind of like trying to see what's up. You know, maybe someone else became a player, right? But considering she's so surprised early on here, I don't think she is. Jinwoo is definitely scamming people. I think the thing to remember here at the end of the day is no matter how much, you know, Jinwoo tries to hide his new abilities, there's gonna be a paper trail. There's gonna be a trail. There's gonna be tracks that people will notice as he keeps getting more, you know, stronger and stronger and doing more things and going through events. People will take notice and word will spread slowly but surely. He's not able to just stop at all. And now this guy is yet another guy who knows of how powerful he is. Very likely, I mean, if he made a deal for some of these C-rank gates for like 600 million, I would imagine the people he works for might want to know, why the fuck did you make this deal, right? And who did you make this deal with, and why? And then they see, ooh, Song Jinwoo again, or Sung Jinwoo, and once again, he's involved somehow, right? Regardless, I hope you enjoyed Solo Leveling Episode 10. I suppose we'll see how much longer our main boy can keep his secret. I don't think he's gonna be able to keep it for that much longer, or at least, I think at least a couple more people will kind of understand and find out his true power. One of them being the girl, obviously. The reason I say this is because, I mean, let's be honest, you can't have an anime with an overpowered protagonist and not have him have a harem, right? It just doesn't work that way. Regardless, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time in episode 11 of Solo Leveling.